Hello. I'm going to be making, well, not making, but I already made it. I'm going to be reading a book called Bad Restaurant Time by me and my friend Joel on our YouTube channel. Bad Restaurant Time, the Bad Software Time 1 sequel. Warning, please read, this is slightly continuing Bad Software Time. Let's start. 1. You're cooking. One day you were craving something and it was food, lots of food, all the food you could imagine. Why, you ask? Because some computer software you wanted to use got ruined yesterday. You didn't eat anything that day because you just completely forgot to. You decide to make something to fill you up for today, but you don't really know how to cook. You start searching recipes online to find something easy to cook. You find one for this thing called tuna noodle casserole. You go to the sketchy store and get the ingredients so you can start cooking, but when you get to the checkout, the computers don't work because Microsoft shut down yesterday. The person at the checkout counter just said, "You can take the stuff for free, and lucky old you are going to start making some food for yourself. Have a good lunch." About halfway through making the tuna noodle casserole, the ingredients start smelling 1,000 times worse than melted plastic. You fall on the floor and have a mental breakdown because of it. You decide that you aren't good at cooking to that level and are really glad you didn't eat it. Feel like deciding to go to Burger King and see if you can eat something delicious there. 2. Burger King. You decide you need some exercise, so you walk instead of taking a car. On your 0.2-mile way to Burger King, you see a wasp. You then run as fast as you can and trip and fall on the window. The Burger King employees didn't seem to be very happy. It's kind of obvious because you broke your window with your big chunky head of yours. You decide to go in anyways, even though the employees would be pretty mad still. What do you expect? You broke the window! Get out and stay out! So they kicked you out and you go to another Burger King. After walking 6.7 miles, you arrive at the other Burger King. When you order, you think everything looks like it'll taste better than your cooking. You finally order, but when you eat the cheeseburger, you start feeling awful. You then remember you're lactose intolerant and have a mental breakdown. The Burger King employees then see this and call 911. After waking up in the hospital, you leave. Well, why would you want to be there? Anyways, you now crave McDonald's. But the nearest McDonald's is 9.6 miles away. This place doesn't have very many McDonald's restaurants, does it? You still go there anyways. Hunger is more important to take care of than stamina or energy or thirst. But you do want a milkshake. 2 McDonald's. 3 McDonald's. Once you get to McDonald's about 10 to 15 minutes later, there was an employee blocking the door saying that you can't come in. You are really confused as you pass the employee as they say, "You want to go on? Okay, good luck getting out in one piece." When you get in, you see doo-doo and barf on the floor, and food all over the floor, and no one inside. You go to the counter, and you're tempted to steal only $1 or $2 from the order counter. You see blue screens on the monitors above you, and you remember that yesterday, Microsoft destroyed themselves completely, and now all Microsoft products are broken in one way or another. Once you borrow out some cash, you want to get some food, so you were going to try and make a burger because no one was in there to make it for you. But when you got into the kitchen, there were snakes everywhere. What the heck? Why are there snakes here? You run out as fast as you can and have a mental breakdown because of how many snakes you saw. You do have a fear of snakes, so you start having a mental breakdown at the front door. The employee out there was just staring. That's enough time at McDonald's for one day. You still haven't gotten anything to eat, and there was a pizza across the street, so you decide to try and get something there. Hope you don't die from this restaurant. 4. Pizza Hut. You notice that Pizza Hut doesn't look as bad as McDonald's did. You can even say that the McDonald's was McDoo-doo. Once you go in, you see an elderly lady and a chimpanzee fighting in the booth. That's definitely not concerning. You order a pepperoni pizza, and once you get the order, you get a free drink. The drink seemed to be not a drink at all, but a sauce for your pizza. Why did they put it in a cup? Also, why the sauce for pizza? The pizza was also on a dirty plate, and it also smelled like mushrooms. You noticed that under the pepperoni, there were mushrooms. You hate mushrooms. You've also taken a bite already, so then you have a mental breakdown. Once your panic attack is all done, you complain to the chef, and they just put you in the freezer. They didn't shut it, but they poured cold water on you. It was a really hot day, so it felt nice. But still, it was really cold. Hey, what the heck, man? You now notice this isn't a qualified chef for Pizza Hut, but it was the same person from the sketchy store. You run out of Pizza Hut screaming and hit your face on a power line pole. You really need to get food still, so you go to a buffet. Wait, what? Hey. Okay. 5 part 1. Buffet. Thankfully, the trip to here was only 1.3 miles. You arrive and try to get some food. The waiter seats you and you get right back up. You find the food and get crab rangoons and rice. Maybe some more rice, and some more, so you need 2 plates. Wait, actually 3? When you get back to the table, you notice somebody else is already sitting there. What the heck, man? This is my seat. Get out. He punches you, and you hit your neck on a table. It hurts. Then you have a mental breakdown. Your food also got everywhere, and for wasting food, the chef gets pretty mad. You stupid! It's not very nice. You also punched into the kitchen, so there's 2 reasons you got kicked out. So you get kicked out, obviously. Why did you even try arguing with the guy at your booth? He was big, strong, and looked mean. You like Subway, so you decide to go to Subway. Maybe this won't be so bad. Good thing there's a Subway near you, but you have to go in the... Wait, don't go in the woods. Hey, where are you going? Hey, wait! It's dangerous in there. Come back here. No, I want food. Fine, so you go in the woods. 5, part 2, the dangerous woods. Once you get into the woods, you see a moldy cheeseburger on the ground. Ooh, food! You were very desperate for food, so you grabbed it and took a bite. You start to feel weird and pass out about 2 seconds later, being the dumb person that you are. Good thing that you can't hear me because you passed out on the floor. You wake up in the hospital again, and then you walk out because you didn't need any medical treatment. Thankfully, you only have to walk 5 to 7 minutes, 0.3 miles, to get to the subway. You seem to be pretty tired, given that you were only going 3 miles per hour. 6.1, Subway. You get to Subway and you smell something stinky. You realize it's your underwear. You didn't really care, though, but the employees did. Wash your undies! Fine. They kicked you out, and then you had to walk about 478 minutes in total. 239 minutes to your house once, and you still forget to use your car. So you can change your underwear. Once you get back to the Subway, the employees let you in, but then you order the food, and good thing they weren't running windows there. Subway probably uses windows for the monitors and stuff, but we didn't want to say how much of that. While waiting for your food, you watch some YouTube, but your food never arrives. You were probably there for an hour or so, and it was starting to get late. You leave and take another 239-minute walk back to your house, and you try to sleep. 6, part 2, sleeping. You try to sleep, but end up not sleeping at all. Maybe I need food. You got a granola bar, but that didn't fill you up at all. You eventually fall asleep and wake up at 11:45 a.m. You are really tired, I guess. You continue your quest to get some food, and you go back to Subway because there weren't any problems that you came across there yet. Notice I said yet. 6.3, back to Subway. Once you get back to Subway, you smell something bad again. Gross! This time it's the waiter's underwear. He gets embarrassed and runs home. You spray some fart spray that you got from the sketchy store on him as he runs out as a prank to make him smell worse. You get kicked out again for being rude to the employees, so you decide to go to a seemingly normal burger shop because all the actual restaurants have terrible service. 7, a sketchy burger shop. You find an old shack, looks like a burger shop. The sign says totally good burgers. You are very naive, so you go and buy a burger. The store is very empty and there aren't a lot of employees. You see a body on the floor. That's definitely not concerning, you say as you walk past it. You can't find the food aisle, so you ask an employee and they take you to it. The employee has blood on her shirt. When you get to the food aisle, you see a very sharp knife with blood on it on one of the top shelves. I'm still not concerned, you say as you get your burger. Hey, you were only supposed to grab one. I want multiple, though. Fine, you can get more. Once you get your burgers and you get to the checkout counter, you see the person at the checkout, and when you look at them, they seem sketchy. When you buy your items, you then see the person at the counter pull out a very sharp knife and tries to kill you with it. You say as you run out and forget your items are still at the checkout. When you get back to your house, finally, you thought of one more way to try and get food. Your grandma's cooking! 8. Your grandma's cooking. When you try to call your grandma, she doesn't respond like she usually does. You call her another 15 times, but still no response. You then find out that she is dead, and you have another mental breakdown, and almost explode. You then call your other grandma, who's not as good as a cook. Hey, sweetie, can you eat something? Hi, Grandma. Can you cook your special chicken and corn stew for me? I'll be right over. She isn't as good as cooking like your other grandma was. Who cares? Your other grandma's dead. You also ask your grandpa how she died, and he says she jumped into the bathtub head first. That didn't go well for her. So you wait for your grandma to come over, and then 10 minutes later, you realize she doesn't have her car. You then drive to her house and pick her up so she can come over to your place. Good thing the trip to her house was only 5 minutes. First I boil the butter, then I put in the corn, and then goes in the chicken, then goes in the milk. Wait, I don't remember the milk. Then goes in the salt, butter, and salt, then goes in the chili powder. Chili powder? Are you crazy? Yes, I am most certainly crazy, but this is to add spice to it. What was the milk for? To go down the spice. It's a new recipe after all. After she mixes it together, she puts it in the freezer to cool. Then she puts it in a bowl and hands it to you. You finally got food! Yahoo! And it tastes amazing. Can I have a soda? I'm thirsty. Sure thing, sweetie. First they put in the lemon juice, then the lime juice. Ooh, this'll be good. Then goes in the chili powder. Ah! Thank you. to every restaurant in this book for making it possible. The end. Insert mental breakdown here. And that was the end. I hope you enjoyed.